Age of Empires is one of Microsoft's most beloved classics, a game that made millions fall in love with RTS. But even legends get old, so if you're ready for something new, here are 7 modern games that carry that same Age of Empires spirit. We're starting off with a game that really impressed me, and I'm super excited to show you. We're talking about the Scouring, which a lot of people are saying is what Warcraft 4 should have been, but prettier, more dynamic, and way more modern. You can definitely see the Warcraft vibes, but there's also a ton of Age of Empires DNA in there too. The game takes inspiration from classic RTS titles, but brings some really cool modern twists, like day and night cycles, undead raids at night that can completely throw off your plans, and even an AI assistant to handle all the boring economic micromanagement stuff. The game is really fun, and I definitely recommend it. Next up, we have Age of Mythology Retold, the undisputed champion of Age of Empires alternatives. This isn't just a remaster, it's a full-blown revival of one of the most beloved RTS games of all time. If you've ever wanted to command Greek hoplites, Egyptian pharaohs, or Norse gods in battle, this is your game. Age of Mythology Retold takes everything that made the original a classic and polishes it for 2025. The visuals are stunning, the gameplay is as tight as ever, and the mythological units add a layer of strategy you won't find in Age of Empires. Want to summon a Cyclops to crush your enemy's base? Or maybe call down a lightning storm from Zeus? You can do all that and more. This is the closest you'll get to Age of Empires formula while still feeling like something fresh. If you haven't played Age of Mythology before, now's the perfect time to dive in. And if you have, well, trust me, this version is worth revisiting. Next up, we have Godsworn. This indie game draws inspiration from classic RTS titles, but manages to create its own identity through innovative design and a unique setting based on Baltic mythology. The most interesting innovation is the automated worker management. Instead of manually controlling each worker, the system automatically assigns them to tasks. This eliminates tedious micromanagement and lets you focus on strategy. Heroes are central to the gameplay. The game offers 2 factions, Baltic Pagans and the Order, with each hero having unique abilities, armies, and playstyle. Heroes gain experience, level up, and offer you meaningful choices between different skills. Visually, the game prioritizes atmosphere, effectively recreating the mystical Baltic setting. If you're looking for something fresh and different in the RTS genre, Godsworn is definitely worth checking out. Next in the list, The Settlers, New Allies. Think Age of Empires, but slower and calmer. You'll spend more time building than fighting, planning roads, managing workers, and growing your town. Every building connects to another, and your success depends on how smoothly your economy runs. There's still combat, but the real joy comes from creating order and watching it work. It's relaxing, detailed, and great for players who like strategy with less pressure. Players who enjoy long-term planning over fast reaction will find a peaceful kind of strategy that rewards patience and precision.
And before we move on to the next section, if you're enjoying the video, now's the perfect time to leave a like. It costs you nothing, but it really helps the channel grow. Thanks a lot.
Moving on, we've got Becastled, a modern indie RTS built with clear love for the genre. Developed by a small Ukrainian team, it blends base building, defense, and survival into one polished experience. It shares some DNA with Northgard, but once you start expanding your city, building real walls and towers, it captures a familiar Age of Empires feeling. Every day is for growth, every night for survival, and every decision matters. The game is already available in early access, but the full release is coming on October 23rd, 2025, and it's shaping up to be one of the most charming RTS surprises of the year. Next, let's talk about Stronghold Warlords, a game that perfectly blends castle building, sieges, and diplomacy into one epic package. If you're a fan of Age of Empires historical battles but want something with a heavier focus on defense and strategy, this is the game for you. Stronghold Warlords lets you design your own castle, manage your economy, and wage war against rival lords. The siege mechanics are some of the best in the genre: catapults, trebuchets, boiling oil. But what really sets this game apart is the diplomacy system. You can ally with other warlords, betray them, or conquer them outright, adding a whole new layer of strategy. It's less about rushing your opponent and more about outsmarting them. If you love the idea of building an impregnable fortress and watching your enemies break against your walls, Stronghold Warlords is a must-play. At number 7, we have Diplomacy is Not an Option, a strange but fun RTS that doesn't take itself too seriously. But don't let the jokes fool you. This game gets intense, fast. One mistake, and your entire castle is gone in seconds. Visually, the game is quite dull, with an odd sense of humor and battles that only get interesting when they grow massive. Still, fans love it, giving it a very positive rating on Steam. Diplomacy is Not an Option is not as polished as other games, and definitely not in the same league as Age of Empires, but it has its own charm, rough, fun, and full of character. There's a shareware version available, so you can try it yourself and see if it clicks with you. Thanks for watching. Take care of yourself and those around you. Be happy.